Spiritual Psychics TV is hosting the first annual recognition of achievements, acknowledging those who dedicate their lives to a spiritual act of kindness. Spiritual Psychics TV, bringing spiritual people together.
Hello. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Spiritual Psychics TV and your fortnightly edition of Collective Consciousness, the first one of 2022. It's great to be back. I've had a little bit of a break from the show, as most of you regular viewers will know. And that was purely just to take some time out during the month of January to schedule some fantastic mediums to come and join me on the show throughout 2022. Now, we are streaming live to you this evening, guys, via YouTube and Facebook. So please do be conscious that all comments can be seen by all members of the viewing public. So discretion is advised. I'm using this evening a StreamYard function, which is quite new to me. And so you're just going to have to bear with me if I hit a few technical glitches. For me, in order to acknowledge who it is that I have on the show with me this evening and to see your comments, I've got to take myself, you'll still see me, but I've got to take myself off screen so that I can see all of you lovelies. And sure enough, as I've clicked onto my comments box there, I can see all of your wonderful comments. So I can see that we've got Laura Doherty, who joins us this evening, watching via YouTube. Good evening to you, Laura. We've also got Mandy Johnson, who joins us via Facebook, saying, hi there, anything for me? Well, you never know, Mandy. Let's wait and see where Spirit guide us this evening. Joanne Lewis is also with us. Hi there, Joanne. It's lovely to have you here, my darling. Thank you for joining. You're watching via YouTube. We've got Alison Turnbull. We've got Mark John Bucknell. We've also got Gemma Ward. We've got Sharon O'Keefe and Jade Marie Lester, all watching via Facebook. Good evening to you guys. Thank you so much for joining us here on Collective Consciousness. Now, for those of you that are new to SPTV and maybe new to the show for the first time this evening, Collective Consciousness is a show that is purely dedicated to mediumship. And what I do is I introduce a new guest medium every fortnight to join me here on the show, and together we offer you individual as well as a conjoined link reading with one of your loved ones from the world of spirit. I can also see we've got Millie B, who joins us. Richard Taylor, good evening to you. The lovely Stace Shores watching via YouTube also, and Heidi Spicer. So good evening to each and every one of you. It's lovely for you to be here with us on the show. Please do share us out there. It's quite easy to do if you're watching via Facebook. Just hit that share link button at the bottom of your screens there, and you can share that out to all of your personal and spiritual pages that you may feel this will be of interest to. And if you're watching via YouTube, there's a little swirly arrow icon just underneath the graphics bar on your screen where you can copy and paste once again this to all of your social media platforms. Let's see who else I've got here this evening. We've also got Julia Dooley and also John Maguire joining. Good evening to you. Thank you so much for being here. And I have to give a great big shout out to our lovely Alison and Terry, who are our producers this evening. So, producer Richard, if you're watching, we're sending you out lots of love and healing, and hope that you get well soon, my friend. And I'm absolutely assured by the ladies here this evening that they've got our backs and everything is going to go according to plan. So what I'm going to do, guys, if I may, I'm going to bring my lovely guest medium onto screen here with me this evening. And I'd like to introduce you all to the lovely Craig O'Malley. Hello, Craig. How are you, my friend?
Hello, Bill. Good to see you, and thank you for bringing me on board this evening. And love to everyone out there.
Oh, bless you. Do you know what? It's an absolute privilege to be able to work with you once again, Craig. I know that we worked together back in December when we were participating in that fundraiser for the lovely Lorraine Wing. So it's wonderful to be able to work in your energies again here this evening. And hello to your beautiful little doggy that's just acknowledging themselves
I
there
know.
on the screen.
I do apologise if my chow chows bark, but there's nothing I can do about that, bless them.
That's their form of communication, and everybody here who follows the show and watches the channel, they're all animal lovers anyway, so they absolutely love it. So Craig, let everybody know a little bit about yourself. So for those people that are joining who haven't seen you, tell them a little bit about yourselves, what it is that you do for Spirit, my friend.
Okay, well, I started in spiritualism must have been about 12 years ago. Yeah. But public demonstrations, etc., I started roughly about 7 years ago. And how I started off before that was I joined the SAGB. And you probably know the SAGB, but I joined a beautiful circle there, a mediumship circle, and stayed in that for a good 3, 4, 5 years. And then moved off with the beautiful tutor I had at the time, invited me to her circle for mediumship, and there was also a circle with one of her best friends, a healing circle. So I ended up doing the mediumship circle and the healing circle. And as you know, Bill, it's always great to try and find a good home circle or a good church circle, because that's where we start.
Yes, absolutely. And from there, you're doing what it is that you do today.
Yeah, now I do public demonstrations of mediumship. I hold workshops here and there. And I just absolutely love serving Spirit. And as you know, we've spoken privately as well, I'm all about love and service. For me,
absolutely,
the energy of love and service, that's the passion in my life. Having love and service and giving that out to others, that's everything to me. And I think it's also everything to you as well.
100%. It's all about that healing element that we bring with the gift of that message for that recipient. It's what we can do through the wholeness and the love of our own hearts to help that person who we're connecting with, not just that person spiritually, but the person in the physical or via virtual land, where we're helping them throughout their healing process. So absolutely, I totally get that. Now, a lot of the viewers will probably be thinking, that guy's got an accent. So where is it that you do come from?
Well, I hail from Brisbane, Australia.
How lovely. And how long have you been in the UK?
Well, I've been in the UK now, 35 years.
Wow. And did your spiritual journey start back home, or was it when you come to the UK?
No, my spiritual journey started in the UK. It was when I had quite a serious illness at the time, and Spirit gave me a beautiful healing experience that took the illness away. And my doctors and everyone was quite surprised at the time. And my father, who was in Spirit since my age of 9, he orchestrated all of that healing from the spirit world to get me up and running again. And my father, I owe him such a debt of gratitude to him for doing everything that he did from the world of spirit. And I'm getting a little bit emotional about that.
That is such a beautiful, beautiful story. I too had a very similar experience, not with illness, but with my own father making his journey back home at the age of 11 as well. So I can totally relate to what it is that you're saying. And I'm picking it up now as well at the same time. So we better get things moving on, because we're going to be a blubbering wreck before we know it.
Bless you.
So where can people find you on social media and online, Craig?
Well, I do have a website, craigo'malley.com. And I'm also on Facebook as Craig O'Malley. And yeah, so it's just Facebook and my website page.
Wonderful. Brilliant. So guys, do give Craig a check out on social media and indeed on his website. What we're going to do, Craig, this evening, we're going to go direct to some of these lovelies that are joining us here this evening. So I know that you're working on a mobile device very similar to myself. I'm getting tongue-tied. I've got spirit coming in already. I know you're working on a very similar device. Okay, so what we'll do is, obviously, when you're backstage and I'm opening up with my first link of communication, I know that you'll be having a scroll through to see whom it is that you're particularly drawn to. So guys watching at home, please do place your comments up there, just so that we're drawn to you. We know whom it is that Spirit are going to direct us to here this evening. And please do share us out there, help Spiritual Psychics TV grow and reach as many people as we possibly can. So for now, Mr. O'Malley, I'm going to pop you backstage and I'll see you shortly, my friend.
God bless you. Thank you.
God bless you too. Thank you very much. Right, so just before I start my first communication with Spirit, I'm just going to have a look at all of you lovelies that are joining us here this evening to see if there's anyone in particular that it is that I'm drawn to this evening. So I can see we've got David Black, we've got Millie B, we've got Sue Chadwick, we've got the lovely Sheena who joins us as well. We've also got Tony Wright, Wayne Loved Ones. Hi there, Wayne. I think Wayne was on Spiritual Psychics TV not so long ago. Lovely to have you here with us, my friend. We've got Alison Turnbull. We've also got Gail A. Moss, Ali J. I'm just seeing who it is that I'm going to. I'm just getting that pull. I just need to know where it is that Spirit are directing me. So do keep those comments popping up, guys, and let me see where I'm drawn to. Richard James, if I don't get picked, you're fired. Roll on the floor laughing. You're supposed to be ill, producer Richard. What are you doing? You should be in bed resting. Millie B, okie dokie. Grace Wilson, come on, Spirit, where am I going? Let's see where we're going to. Sandra, Debs Martin saying shared, would love a reading. Thank you so much for sharing out there, my darling. It's very kind of you to do so. It's very much appreciated. Grace Wilson is also with us. Elizabeth Kane. Grace Wilson. I feel like I want to work with Grace Wilson. Okay, Grace Wilson, I'm going to come to you because I'm drawn to you at this moment in time, my darling. So this reading, guys, is going to be, I hope, for the lovely Grace Wilson. Now, Grace, as I connect with you, I'm instantly conscious that I have the energies of a gentleman that joins me from Spirit here this evening. Okay, now as this gentleman starts to just work with me that little bit closer and starts to give me an understanding of himself, I feel instantly that I want to be working on a grandfather link vibration. He's affecting my vocals straight away as he starts to draw his energies close by to me. I'm finding things difficult to get out at this moment in time, my darling, but I feel as though what I want to be doing as I say that is I want to be placing that in the present day situation. I think he's trying to make me understand that you're finding things difficult at this moment in time, words difficult, expression, to be able to say what it is that's on your mind here, you would understand, please, my darling. You're answering yes, which is fantastic, thank you, but please elaborate on what you are answering, yes, no, or oh my goodness to, because that would be absolutely fantastic. I know with Grandad that he actually comes forward with a great sense of assertion here. So I know that he just wants me to place that around you at this moment in time, my darling, okay? I feel that we just need a little bit of push. We need a little bit of energy just to support us as we're moving forward and we're progressing through our life's journey at this moment in time. Now, I know with him, okay, thank you, yes, Okay, yes, perfect. I'm very short-sighted, so I'm finding it really difficult to read your comments, but I can see yes, so I'm going to continue to work with that. I did say that there might be a few glitches here tonight, but hey ho, you know what's collective consciousness without Bill making a few whoopsies from time to time. I do know though that he makes me feel very chesty. Okay, I have to acknowledge the chest area with Grandad. I know that there was something going on in and around Grandad's chest, which would have been evident and would have been relevant with regards to his journey back home there, darling. So please, again, just converse with me. Let me know that you're understanding and you are saying yes with regards to this definite life's journey at this moment in time. Good. He makes me want to say to you, I'm hearing him clairaudiently, and he makes me want to say to you, my darling, stand firm, stand one's ground, okay? Stand true to your own beliefs as well. You don't have to fit into the mold of everybody else here, okay? This resonates with me so much at this moment in time. Yes, it was a heart attack. Thank you, my darling, okay? This resonates with me. So I know that he's playing out within my own conscious mind here, scenarios that sit around me at this moment in time, okay? Know your purpose, know your worth, and know your understanding, okay? And it's very assertive as I give that to you, as he passes that information on to me. I do want to say with him that I do feel as though I would have stood quite tall where Grandad was concerned, okay? And I do want to be narrowed somewhat down in my frame with him, okay? So I know that he sits well in my frame, but I know that he stands around about the same height as me. So I want to be around about the 6 foot marker where he's concerned as well. For some reason as well, my darling, I don't know if you can understand why he does this with me, but I want to hold a walking stick. He wants to put a walking stick in my hand at this moment in time. So generally, when Spirit worked me in this type of vein, it's for me to understand that there would have been some type of mobility issue, or indeed there would have been an issue where he wouldn't have been able to have stood unsupported for a period of time here. Okay, my darling, yes, he was tall and he knows you so well. As your feedback coming back, absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much there, my lovely. It's great for you to do so. I'm just asking him to work with me with the months of the year and stop me at a month that means some type of significance to you, either yourself or he. And as I'm going through the months of the year, he stops me at April. So I want to place April either with yourself or indeed with Grandad, that you would understand where we can get an acknowledgement for either a birthday, an anniversary, or indeed a passing there, my lovely. And I also feel, okay, yes, later in life for him. Thank you, my darling. That's obviously with regards to the stick. God bless you. I also feel, as I'm sat within the month of April there, my darling, I feel that I just want to go more so towards the back end of the month, okay? I'm getting 23 being placed within my mind, so I know I'm in and around the 23rd within that month, and for whatever reason that might be there. He touches me on my head, God love him, so that's my understanding, my trigger to know that you too do sense when spirit are around you, okay? And I want to say, okay, he's your spirit guide, okay, and April's your son's birthday. Wow, that came in unison just as I actually gave the information. So how fantastic is that? He's working so hard to give us this information here. God bless him as well. Can you also understand as well, please, that I want to be quite traditional with him? For some reason, he wants to tie a scarf around my neck at this moment in time, but I feel as though it was one of the cravat style scarves. You know, the silk style scarves that gentlemen, and I do need to say, gentlemen would have worn back in his day, in his era, you would understand, okay? It just makes me feel as though at this moment in time, I'm dressed up for the occasion. So whether or not he's making me understand that we've got a celebratory occasion that's imminent around you as well, where we are really having to put on our Sunday best, you would understand. He just places that within the forefront of my mind also there, my darling, okay? He keeps saying to me, talk to her about the colour purple. It's funny, we were having a chat backstage before we came live here this evening. We were talking about purple in the purple room, which means nothing to you guys that are watching, but I just thought I'd talk about it anyway. But purple, he keeps saying to me, talk to her about purple. So I need to acknowledge the colour of purple and link with that spiritually for you. Now, when I link with purple as a spiritual colour, that takes me up to my third eye. This gives me a great understanding with regards to insight, spiritual insight. He always wore that scarf. Perfect. Thank you so much, my darling. You would understand why he just wants to work with me with spiritual insight. 60th birthday in April, so we've got the celebration that's coming up where everybody's going to be dressing up, you would understand, okay? Spiritual insight, but let me just keep that purple right there within that 60th birthday as well. Now, I don't know if we're colour theming purple around this 60th birthday, or indeed, if you're thinking about wearing something purple to this celebration, but he just kept that there, and he kept it there quite evidently. So again, talk to me about that and let me know if that relates and that sits well with you also, my darling. Now, I'm just going back to this first part of the information that he's talking to me about with regards to spiritual insight. Okay, my darling, I know I need to acknowledge your spiritual insight. I know what I need to be doing is acknowledging and confirming for you. Yes, third eye, colour purple, perfect. I know that I need to be acknowledging for you that you're working very much hard with regards to this inner sight. Okay, so I know that I'm working with a developing medium here, my lovely. Okay, and you would understand about this connection and this vibration of opening oneself up, especially around that third eye. You've not got your outfit yet. Well, there you go. Granddad's potentially, through your own free will, placing a purple colour to go with that. I hope that sits well with you and you can understand the reason why there, my darling. Okay, I know that this gentleman is also joined by a lady. Okay, this lady who he just starts to bring the essence forward for me here now this evening, and I feel that I need to be acknowledging that this lady would have been his love link vibration. So I feel that I want to be referring to grandmother here as well, please, my darling, that joins him. Okay, now with this lady, I feel as though I just want to be taken down in size. Okay, I also feel with her that I just want to be filled out within my figure somewhat as well. Okay, so I just want to place her as cuddly. Okay, that's a polite way of putting it. Yes, very hard working with spirit you are. Fantastic. Well done, my darling. There's the acknowledgement, there's the understanding, and there's the knowing that, as you rightly said just at the beginning of your reading, that you feel Grandad is always around you. That's his confirmation, just to let you know that. Okay. Your gran, absolutely. I know that this is your gran, and I know that there is this beautiful love link connection between the two of them. Although she says to me, he drove her mad at times, and what man doesn't drive their lady bonkers? Let's be honest. But you would understand that they really bounced off well, particularly between one another. There was a real jovial essence between the two. So much to the point that, you know what, they would have people roaring. They would have everybody in fits of laughter. And you're saying she was cuddly, bless her. Absolutely. As we touch on that cuddly though, sweetheart, I just want to place that cuddle with you, okay? So I know that she just steps forward with an abundance of love here for you this evening. I know that she just wants to wrap her arms around you. And I know that she just wants to give you that beautiful big cuddle that it is that, you know what, I want to say that you hold on to within your own mind. It's always there. It's always something that you remember, she tells me. And again, I hope that that sits well. You're giving me feedback saying, yes, they were always together. God love them. And it's lovely, isn't it, that that unison of them coming close here for you this evening resonates with exactly the same way that they would have lived out their life on the earth plane before they made their journeys back home. So, my lovely Grace, just before I send your beautiful Nan and Grandad back off up into the world of spirit, into the arms of the angels once again, I just want to bring forward a parting gift for you, okay? And they're placing within my mind a song that I want to leave with you, and I feel that this must totally resonate. And it's that song from Beauty and the Beast, Be Our Guest. Be Our Guest. So I hope that that sits well. You can understand why they brought that part of the information through for you. I'll be interested to see in your comments how that resonates with you. So I'll be really, really patient, because I know that we've got about a 10 to 15 second time delay when we stream live via Facebook and YouTube. So just do let me know why you understand Be Our Guest so particularly well between the two of them there, my lovely. I feel as though this not only is a connection with regards to pastime memories that you would associate them to, but I feel that this song really brings back somewhat happy memories. And again, they just leave that with you, with that essence and that beauty of their link and their vibration here this evening. So I'm going to say, God bless you, Grace. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity of working with you, your nan and your granddad. And I will leave my love with all three of you. God bless. Wonderful, guys. So let's see who else it is that we've got joining us. We've got Dawn Taylor, Kath Halworth. We've also got Jojo. Thank you, Jojo. Lovely message. God bless you. We've also got DCJ who joins us. Sheila Lavender. Hi there, Sheila. And John Maguire. God bless each and every one of you. Please do keep sharing us out there, guys. Let's help Spiritual Psychics TV grow. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to invite our lovely Craig on screen to join me here, so that he's able to pass on his message of love from Spirit to one of you. So Craig, my friend, I'm going to hand over to you. I know you've been looking at the comments backstage. Who is it that you feel
I have
you're with?
been.
Okay,
I feel I'm okay. I feel I'm with the lady Natalie Bentley.
I will leave you alone, my friend. God bless. Good luck.
Thank you so much. God bless. Right. So I feel, as I said, I feel like I'm with the lady here called Natalie Bentley. And what I'm feeling here at the moment is I do feel as though I do have a lady's energy building up here. So I do feel as though it's a grandmotherly type figure. I've got a grandmother coming in here from the world of spirit. Hopefully that makes sense to you, Natalie. So I've got a grandmother coming in here, and as this energy of this lady's coming in here, she's very upbeat. She's got a huge smile on her face, and she's just sending so much love and so much peace. So I feel as though this grandmother, and I do feel, oh yes, you said you have both in spirit. I do feel as though it's on your mother's side. So I want to go to your mother's side. So this will be your mother's mother who's in spirit. And what a beautiful, I'm just being told, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful soul. Very down to earth, very articulate, I'm being told. Your grandmother was very down to earth, very articulate, very loving, and she was a person that was very easy to approach. And I think that's a beautiful gift to have, being able to sit down and chat with someone in a very beautiful, loving way. So I feel as though she's telling me here she was a very, very bright person when she was here in the physical. I'm also getting, Natalie, your grandmother is telling me that towards the end of her life, I do feel as though there was issues in the chest region. Yeah, I do apologize for Mr. Chow. He's barking out here. So, Mr. Chow, please keep it down. But yes, she was great. She was a very vibrant woman, but I do feel towards the end of her life, I'm being drawn to the chest region. So I know that there was issues around the chest region, heart and lungs. And there was also, this happens a lot though, but there was also a very labored sense of breathing towards the end. This is what I'm getting with her. But what she's telling me is she's also taking me to the month of October, and I want to go around the 10th of October. So hopefully, Natalie, around the 10th of October, she's telling me is a significant date in the family. So I'll wait and see what your comment is on that. But she's telling me around the 10th of October. You're saying that you're not sure about the heart and lungs. I feel as though there's a congestive issue in there. Now, that may not be her. That could relate to yourself. Do you have congestion at times in the chest? Because sometimes if I'm given something, it can relate to the person that we're coming through. Yeah, not sure about the 10th. Okay, well, so please take that with you. But I'm being told October, but I'm being told around the 10th. As she's coming a little bit closer, she's giving me another date here. I want to go in April, and I want to go towards the end of April as a significant date, a birth, a death, an anniversary. So I feel as though a date in towards the end of April is significant for you, okay? She used to have a lot of catarrh, and I do too. Well, there you go. This is why she was giving me congestive issues in the chest region. So if you get lots of catarrh, she gets lots of catarrh, so I'm getting that for the both of you, yeah? But I do know that this grandmother of yours, very warm woman, very vibrant, loved people and loved having a chat with people, yeah? Not end of April, lost my dad beginning of April. Okay, that's fantastic, so at least April's correct. But obviously I could be mishearing what I'm getting. But take it with you, because you might find that you remember a date towards the end of April after this. And that, in a sense, is one of the forms of best evidence, is when something comes in after the fact and you remember it, yeah? But your grandmother here, well, when I say that she's vibrant, I'm talking about the person inside herself. I know that you're saying that she was quite a quiet individual, so she wasn't loud and boisterous like I could be, but I'm talking about her spirit vibrancy, the essence of the lady inside, yeah? Because I know that she was a good soul, a good woman, yeah? She worked hard for her family, yeah? It wasn't always easy, because I do feel what's coming in here now is that I know that finances could be a bit rough at times, particularly in the early days, yeah? And I'm also getting a sense of this lady did like to cook and did like to have family around, as most grandmothers do. She was a good soul and, yes, worked hard. Yep, totally understand that. But she also loved cooking. She loved doing traditional meat and two veg, I'm being told here, and very good with the old Yorkshires as well. I'm being told that she had, yes, she did, fantastic. But she was very good with her traditional style cooking, she's telling me. And funny enough, Bill was saying about receiving a song before. I don't know how this links in with you or your grandmother or both, but I'm getting the song here. Do you remember the gentleman that used to play on the, I think it's called like a ukulele, Tiptoe Through the Tulips? Yes, ask your mum, please, because I do know that she did like to cook. So please ask your mum about that. But I'm getting the song Tiptoe Through the Tulips with that gentleman on the ukulele, etc. So as she's bringing that in for me, Tiptoe Through the Tulips, I know that she's telling me, okay, thank you, darling. She's telling me that one of her favorite flowers were tulips, okay? And quite possibly one of your favorite flowers are tulips as well, yeah? But I do sense that she comes around you quite often. And I do believe, Natalie, and please let me know in the comments, but I do feel as though you have a sense of energy. You do sense when something's around you, when spirit's around you. Not sure about the song, but again, yes, please ask your mum, because I think the song is leading me to tulips. So I don't know whether you were aware if your grandmother loved tulips, but I'm getting tulips, okay? So please ask your mum about tulips, okay? And what I feel with her is, as I said, I feel as though you do sense energy around you, or you do know when some form of spirit energy is around you. And what I'm being told here is, do you sometimes feel like you do sense things? Fantastic. Do you sometimes feel like there's a stroking on your hair, like I'm doing here at the moment? Or a bit like a cobwebby feeling on the side of your head with regards to your hair? So please let me know if you do have a sense of it's a sense of a touching or a cobwebby feel, like I'm doing here at the moment, down my hair. So please let me know if you get that sense of energy there, because I'm being told that your grandmother is going to make that a signature, energy signature for you to know when she's around you. So I feel as though when you get this sense of touching or cobwebby type feeling or electrical type feeling down the hair here, know that that is coming from your grandmother on your mother's side. Okay? Yeah? She's also telling me, not really, but I have seen out of the corner. Right, you have seen out of the corner of your eye. That's fantastic. So please, please watch out for the sensation of something touching your hair. Okay? So please watch out for that, because your grandmother's now going to make that an energy signature for you. Okay? And that will let you know that she's around you. Okay? And I feel as though she's coming through here this evening, and she's trying to come through as strongly as she can, bless her. But sometimes the connection is not as strong as it could be. But she's trying her best here, God bless her and God love her. But she's coming around you, and I know around you, I just get the feeling that sometimes there's a bit of anxiety that you have, or a bit of apprehension about moving forward in your life, or taking that next step. So I just want you to know that your grandmother is definitely around you, definitely giving you lots of love energy and lots of confidence energy, because I feel as though at the moment there's a boost of confidence needed. Yes, anxiety about next step. Yes, this is what your grandmother said to me. She said that, you get yourself a little wound up, you get those circles of anxiety in your tummy, yeah, and you're a bit concerned about taking that next step, yeah. But your grandmother's here tonight, Natalie, for you to say that, look, be strong, be proud. You are a beautiful soul. You're a loving soul. I'm being told that you're such a beautiful soul, and that you do try to help a lot of people, yeah? And your grandmother's very proud of that. But you need to know that you are a beautiful soul, and that you have the confidence there inside you. You've just got to believe it, and you've got to move with that confidence, yeah? Because I feel as though you will come up to the point where you do need to step that foot forward, be proud in your own spirit energy, and start doing the things that make sense to you. Yes, I've tried to help. Yes, you do try to help others, and you do it with a beautiful heart, your grandmother's telling me. You do it with a beautiful heart. And there are a few people around you that have let you down over the last year, I'm being told. Your grandmother's telling me over the last year you have been let down by a few people that you thought were quite close. And it's important to remember that when these things happen to us in life, and it happened to your grandmother as well, is that you send out love and healing to these people. You send out that love and healing, that love, healing, and forgiveness, yeah? And then you move forward, but you move forward in strength. Yes, people have always let me down. Your grandmother totally understands it, totally gets it, but don't allow that to stop you from doing the things that you want to do. Don't allow that to become a form of anxiety for you, yeah? Because we're all here on the physical plane to do the best that we can. We're all here to learn more about love and service, yeah? So remember to just do your best day by day. Give out that love and service as best as you can, as your grandmother did. I'm being told she loved to help people around her, yeah? I'm getting a name coming in here. It sounds like an Emily to me. I'm being given a name of Emily, so let me know if you're aware of an Emily. And there's also a gentleman coming in here, and it feels like the name Andrew. Okay, so I'm getting an Emily, and I'm getting an Andrew. Okay, so let me know about that. But your grandmother, that was her main reason for coming in here this evening, was just to let you know that she's very proud of you and everything that you're doing and how you do try to help people. Yeah, you don't know Emily or Andrew. I'm being told, ask your mum. Okay, ask your mum about an Emily and an Andrew. Okay, so I feel as though there was a connection with your grandmother, because your grandmother's come through with a few friends that she had on the earth plane. So I'm being told that they're friendship links of your grandmother. So please, yes, please ask your mum about an Emily and an Andrew, okay? And even though you're not able to confirm a few things here this evening, these will be brilliant confirmations for you after the fact, which will then increase your confidence in knowing that physical life continues after physical death, that we do go on, yeah? And that's such a wonderful thing. I'm being told here November, there's a birth date in November, okay? So please let me know. It's a bit hard doing this because you have to wait for the comments to come up. But I'm being told that there's a birth date in November. I think she had a sister, Emmy. Yeah, Emmy. Yep, Emily. Yep, that sounds fantastic. But please check that out with your mum, because I can only give what I get. But yes, please check that out with your mum, okay? But I'm getting the month of November, okay? I'm seeing a lot of you're not sure of November, ask your mum again. I'm being told, ask your mum again. It's a shame your mum's not with you this evening, but please ask your mum again. I feel as though there's a birthday, I'm being told, in November. So it'll be interesting to see whether I've got that information correct or not, okay? But Natalie, your grandmother's coming a little bit closer again. She's giving you a gift here this evening, and it's back to that song I had. So I think it's all about the tulips. So she's giving you a big bunch of tulips. So what you need to do is later on, please look up the spiritual significance of tulips, yeah? Because I feel as though there's a personal message in there for you, okay? I also being told that there's a friendship link of yours at the moment. There's a friend, and I feel as though it's a woman. There's a lady friend of yours that's requiring healing at the moment. But I'm getting the letter P, yeah. So they're not telling me the full name. I'm not picking that up. But a letter P. I feel as though it's a lady that's around you, or could be around your mother. But there's a letter P sounding name here for a lady that's around you that isn't particularly well at the moment. So please let me know if that makes sense to you or makes sense to your mother, okay? Also, in February, yeah? Not sure of the P, please ask your mother, yeah? Because I feel as though your grandmother has lots of info for your mother this evening, okay? So please ask your mother about a lady around her letter P I was given, okay? But it's important. Oh, I'm also being told by your grandmother that recently, I want to go over the last 3 months, she's telling me, your dreams have been quite, how should I put it, quite vibrant. I'm going to use that vibrant word again, okay? So she's telling me that your dreams at night, over the last 3 months, I'm being told, and she's been trying to jump into your dreamscape, yeah, to give you a connection with her during one of your dreams. So I do know, yes, I'm telling her, I do know that she's going to try very hard, yeah, she's going to try very hard to have a dream visitation with you. So if you haven't experienced that in the past with your grandmother, please watch out for that. I'm also being yelled out here a name of Rose, R-O-S-E. I feel as though it's connected again with your grandmother. And again, I feel as though the connection with your mother. But there's a Rose sound, Rose name being given here, okay? And not sure about dreams, but okay, we'll look forward to that. Okay, but you may not be aware of your dreams fully when you wake up. But please, what I suggest that you do is please keep a dream journal next to your bed so that when you do wake up, etc., you're able to write it down. But I do feel strongly that your grandmother's going to try to do a dream, and this is why she's given it to me. My aunt's middle name was Rose, and her granddaughter is Rose. Fantastic. So that's why your grandmother was yelling out the name Rose. So that could be people with the connection there, okay? But it's important for you, I need to stress this, it's important for you to keep that dream journal, okay? Because you need to write down your dreams as soon as you wake up and you can still remember them. So please start keeping a dream journal, because I feel as though it will make a lot more sense, okay? Your grandmother's also talking, she's rubbing my right leg here, yeah? So I feel as though she did have a bit of an issue. She's telling me a bit of an issue with her right leg. Okay, I'll do that. Fantastic, Natalie. God bless you. I feel as though there was an issue with the right leg, and she's going up. I'm quite liking this. She's rubbing my right side of my hip. So I feel as though she did have an issue with the right side of her hip, and it sort of caused a bit of an issue down the right leg. Okay? So if you're not sure of that, please check that out with your mother. But she's definitely rubbing her right leg and her right hip. So I feel as though there were issues with the right hip and the right leg, okay? She's also drawing my attention to it looks like a wooden cabinet, and she's got all sort of figurines and cups, saucers and cups in this wooden cabinet, and I think it's glass inside the cabinet, and it's got doilies. There's all these doilies on the shelves. And she's got figurines, and she's got other cups and saucers, yeah? But the main reason I can see you've just come on in here. Hi, Bill. She's just stepping her energy back now, but please check out those bits of information with your mum, and please let me know, yeah? Because I think that will be great validation for you. And hopefully, she had figurines on the shelf. That's fantastic. God bless you. God bless you, Natalie, and thank you and your grandmother for working with me. And please check out with your mum. God bless.
Yeah, what a lovely reading there, Craig. And all the time you was doing that reading, you didn't even know that I'd lost sound. I had to leave the studio and come back in again.
Oh, no. So the same thing happened to you that happened to me.
But there you go. That's modern technology for you. And I hope that Natalie takes a lot of love and comfort from that beautiful reading there. So thank you so very, very much. Now we're going to pop you backstage just for 1 minute, because I'm just going to go over what's coming up on the show and some future exciting announcements to make before we collectively join our spiritual consciousness together to deliver a message for one recipient. So I'll let you have a look at the chat function whilst you're backstage, see if there's anyone that you're particularly drawn to there, my friend.
Okay, God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. How lovely was that? Hey guys, please do continue to share us out there. Please do tag all of your family and friends. Let's help Spiritual Psychics TV grow as much as we possibly can. And thank you to those of you that have already shared. Now, let me do a few announcements to let you know what's coming up on the channel tomorrow. So tomorrow at 1 p.m, we've got the lovely Sam O'Neill, who will be offering her rune readings. Again, it will be streamed live via Facebook and YouTube. And then tomorrow evening at 8 p.m, we've got Ashley Robinson with his show Being Spiritual. Again, live via YouTube and Facebook. So please do come along and support those wonderful hosts on the channel tomorrow. And then there's some lovely, wonderful, exciting news. This coming Saturday will be SPTV's 3rd birthday celebration, where I know that there will be a number of the hosts from the channel, as well as guests, coming on to help celebrate in the usual SPTV style. So please do come and join at 8 p.m. this coming Saturday evening. And then on Sunday, the 13th of February, we've got free VIP membership development with the lovely Paul Cecil. Now, this is the second session. He started the first one on the 6th of February, and the second session is this coming Sunday, the 13th, and that is at 8:30 p.m, which is exclusive to VIP members only. So for those of you that are maybe joining us here for the first time, that are wondering what VIP is all about, this is where you can make a donation to the channel, because everything that we do here is absolutely free. But this is where you can make a donation to become a VIP member of SPTV, and it gives you exclusive access to events like this. So do come along, all you VIPs, and join Paul on Sunday at 8:30. Now, I know March, as we move into March the 13th, we have a trance demonstration at 7:30 p.m. with the lovely Polly Harnett. Now, for those of you that haven't ever seen a trance demonstration, this would be a fantastic one for you to come along and actually watch, because Polly is absolutely fab at what she does through trance. So make a note in your diary, Sunday, March the 13th at 7:30 p.m, trance demonstration with the lovely Polly Harnett. And then we're moving forward somewhat, even more so, into June this year. And on the 11th of June, oh, there's a familiar face there. I don't know, it must be Polly who we've just been looking at. On the 11th of June, there is a host mediumship demonstration at Waterlooville Community Centre. It's all free parking. That's on June the 11th. Do come along and come and see myself, the lovely Polly Harnett, and the lovely Matt and Kirsty Grogan, where all three of us will be doing a mediumship demonstration in the physical as opposed to the virtual. So it'd be lovely to meet some of you. If you are local to Waterlooville, come and introduce yourselves and say hello. So that's what's coming up on SPTV this coming next few days and few months. So I'm going to get our lovely Craig to join us back on screen. And what we're going to
do...
Hello! And what we're going to do in our usual collective consciousness style is conjoin our energies, our vibrations, and our link to that spirit communicator for one of you lovely recipients watching here this evening, joining us. So Craig, I don't know who it is that you've been drawn to, my friend.
Oh, I went through and I'm being drawn to Claire Jameson.
Claire Jameson. Okay, can we have Claire's comments
that would be
popped up
great
on screen, please, ladies? And let's just give a great big shout out to Alison and Terry, who are doing a fantastic job behind the scenes here this evening. Thank you so much, ladies. It's very, very much appreciated. So Claire Jameson, we are going to come to you. Do let us know that you are still with us, my darling. And Craig, what is it that you've initially got there?
Again, I feel as though there's a spirit energy coming in here, a lady's energy coming in here. And I do feel as though, again, I'm getting a grandmother link with Claire Jameson. So I do feel as though it's a grandmother link, yeah? And as she's coming in here, yes, please, thank you, Claire. I'm getting a grandmother link with you, Claire. I find it a bit difficult waiting for the comments to come up because I'm so used to working with instant, do you know what I mean? Yeah,
absolutely.
So, yeah. So this is new for me, and it's fantastic to do new things. So I'm taking that little step out of my comfort zone, and it's important for all of us to do it. And Claire, I'm being told there's a grandmotherly type vibration coming in here. Yeah, and as this energy comes in, very bubbly, very happy. Both grandmothers in spirit. Yep. Again, I feel as though I'm drawn to the mother's side. So I'm doing Mother's Night tonight. So I do feel as though this is your mother's mother. So grandmother on your mother's side. As she's coming in here, she's saying that she could be she was a little bit of a roly-poly grandmother. Yeah. So I think that's her way of saying that towards the end of her life, she did have a bit of extra girth, so to speak. But this is what she's giving roly-poly. But again, you know what it's like, Bill. Sometimes they give you roly-poly. It could be the roly-poly pudding.
Absolutely. And do you know what I'm getting as I connect to this vibration as well, Craig?
Yes.
Although you are drawn particularly to wanting to talk about mum's side of the family, I really feel as though I want to place an essence of this grandmother being more so of a mother link vibration to Claire there as well. Okay, so I want to say that I would feel with this lady, the way that she works with me, that I would have looked upon her as though she was my second mum, okay, that she played more of an active role within Claire's life, more so than what the average grandmother would do here. So I hope that that sits well with Claire and she can relate to what it is that we're just getting through this vibration of this lady. She's saying, no, not really. I don't know if that's to the roly-poly character or the essence of the character or indeed the food there. But I certainly just want to say upon that vein of how motherly this grandma would have been to Claire, by all means. I do feel as well as I get her impressioning upon me, I do feel very I feel very lightweight. I feel very diminished. Okay, so I know that she's given me an understanding with regards to her physicality and the way that she would have been prior to making her crossing back home. I understand with this lady that there would have been a process and a build up to her passing. I don't want to say that I feel that this would have been instantaneous by any means with regards to her making her journey home. But I also feel that I want to say with her as well, God bless her, as she works away with me, she makes me want to catch my breath, but I'm not going into a physical sense of the word. I just want to catch my breath with Claire at this moment in time. I want to catch things and I want to hold on to them. She was a lovely grandmother and not roly-poly as large. Okay, my darling, thank you very much. But you would understand, Claire, about catching one's breath at this moment in time. It's almost like I want to catch what you feel wants to come out of your mouth. It's almost as though what she's saying to me here is, we've got to be a little bit more jaded. We've got to be a little bit more conscious with the way that we're expressing our words at this moment in time. I know, as she chats away with me here now, I know that I feel quite frustrated. I feel as though I'm not being heard somewhat here, okay, my darling? So I know she's placing current day situations around me as she works with me. But catch your breath, hold your breath. It's almost like catch it and hold it, count to 5 before you go again, you would understand. That's where I feel that I'm going with that. And Craig, I'll pass over to you to pass on some more information. And she's just given us some lovely feedback saying, yes, that's right. Perfect. God bless you.
Fantastic. Well, with regards to the roly-poly, I think it may have had something to do with the dessert then, because she wanted to bring that in, because I feel as though, again, cooking comes in here with this grandmother. So there's something about the roly-poly dessert. So please check that out, Claire. I agree with what Bill's saying there. She was very much like a mother, more so than just a grandmother. She worked on both grandmother and mother to the people around her. And she was very easy to talk to and very, very good confidant, I'm being told here. So I feel as though she made a very good confidant for you and for other people around her, yeah? I'm getting a name coming in here, and the name's Ruth, R-U-T-H. I'm getting the name Ruth, and I'm also getting a Betty, okay? So there's a Ruth and there's a Betty here. So I have to wait and see what you say to that, but I feel as though there were links with your grandmother. So a Ruth and a Betty I'm getting there. Also, again, Spirit like to give signature energies for you. So I want to ask you, Claire, have you been aware of any energy sort of touching down the side of your face here? And if it's not happening at the moment, I want to say, we'll check it out. Yes, she was very easy to talk to. Fantastic. Now, are you aware of feeling some sort of energy or some sort of cobwebby feeling, if you can see where I'm doing it? Yeah, because I feel as though that your grandmother's telling me that she wants to give this as an energy signature, a personal energy signature to you, to know that when she's around. You don't know about a Ruth or a Betty, so please, please ask the family, because I feel as though there's a connection there with your grandmother, and I feel as though it's friends that have come with her again, name of Ruth and name of Betty. So please check that out. Now, please be aware of what I'm doing here with the energy signature. Sometimes, fantastic. So what I'm saying is that when this happens quite strongly, yeah, so we're not talking about an itch or a twitch, yeah? So when you feel a sort of energy quite strongly down here, know that this is going to be your personal energy signature to know that your grandmother on your mother's side's around you. And that's a beautiful thing to have. She's giving me here July 13th, 13th of July. So hopefully that makes sense, or around the 13th of July. I don't always get it spot on, but she's giving me July 13th. So I'll wait for your comments on that. I'm also being told to make sure you look after your eyes. Yeah.
Oh my God, I've got that as well. I've got exactly that.
Yeah. So she's just putting her finger across the eyes because the connection's getting a little bit stronger now. But she's saying sometimes fantastic, kiss, kiss. So please make sure you look after your eyes. Please make sure you do your annual checkups. And I must do that as well because I'm probably the worst in the world for that sort of thing. But definitely look after your eyes. I feel as though she's telling me there was a weakness in her right eye towards the end of her life. I'm not talking about her being blind or anything like that, but I do feel as though vision was slightly affected in the right eye, I'm being told. I'm also, lovely, I know my granddad died in July. Okay, in July, well, check out, I think they said July 13th. So check out that date and let us know. But if it's not the 13th, hopefully around the 13th of July. She's also rubbing my right knee. So I feel as though that she did have issues with her right knee. And I'm talking about inflammation here. And she's rubbing the top of my right knee. You should have a look at me here because I'm doing it as I'm saying it. She's rubbing the top of my knee and she's rubbing underneath my right knee. Okay, so I feel as though there was some form of inflammation and a bit of fluid. But I'm being told, okay, darling, I'm being told fluid buildup in the right knee. Okay, which I do think could be quite painful at times. Yeah, but the main reason why she's come here this evening, Claire, for you, is again I'm getting the sense of wanting to build up your confidence. Her daughter has issues with her knee. Okay. Great. That could be a signal for that. So we send out lots of love and healing for that, but definitely getting right knee issues here. Yeah. But the main reason is she's saying about building up your confidence and being positive to step forward and to shine like you should be shining. Okay. So that's what I'm getting there. Bill, anything else you got?
Yeah, it's funny when you said about the name Ruth, because as soon as you said that, I heard raise the roof. I heard raise the roof. So I'm going to work symbolically with that terminology at this moment in time with her, God bless her. Okay. I want to raise the roof, but I feel as though what I want to do is I want to relocate my roof. Okay. So I feel that I need to be acknowledging that there must be changes dynamically within the home or around the home at this moment in time with Claire. She's saying her eyes are checked regular and waiting for new glasses. God bless you. The other thing that I want to just touch on as well, please, Claire, and it's going back somewhat into the beginning part of the message with regards to this connection of not just being a grandmother, but also a mum. I just feel as though at this present moment in time, I want to acknowledge new birth within the family. And I want the role and the position of mother to now be acknowledged as grandmother. So I know that I just want to be placing that around you or directly linked close to you. You would understand there as well, please, my darling. Yes, there will be renovations being done in the next few weeks. Perfect. That's why she's raising the roof there with us. So it's funny, isn't it, how we depict things slightly differently with that one word or that one name there. I know with her as well, God love her, that she just places a dryness within my mouth. So I know that I have to acknowledge the dry. Yeah, it's really, really bone dry at this moment in time. So much to the point, I need to moisten my own. So you would understand that she just places that with both myself and Craig with regards to an acknowledgement of what was going on around her prior to her making her journey back home there. And it's really ironic as well, Craig, that you were saying about going down to the right knee and to the back of the right knee. Now, for me, when I first opened myself up to the vibration of this link, okay, I was being drawn directly straight down into my legs, but I felt as though I just wanted to be placing a lot more of the healing essence around Claire herself and on her
Yes.
legs, okay? And I feel that I want to be saying to you, Claire, my darling, I hope that this sits well and it resonates with you, that my legs are absolutely aching me like 10 to the dozen at this moment in time. So you're doing far too much, okay? Way too much. And this is her way of just making us understand, one, you need that essence of healing energies being placed with you. But two, you've got to acknowledge about slowing yourself down somewhat and listening to what it is that your body is telling you to do at this moment in time. You're saying, yes, you did, so do I. What was that to? Was this to this grandmother link vibration, this acknowledgement of this new birth that she's constantly playing out here within my mind, my lovely? Okay. And the other thing that I just want to say to you as well, she just places the essence under my nose at this moment of time of a beautiful what are they called, wax burners, the candle scented wax burners. She just places that under my nose. So again, I'm just giving you that as a symbolic gift and an acknowledgement from this lady with regards to looking and watching what's going on around you. And that was yes to the dry mouth as well. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to hand over to Craig just to wrap up this this message for you, my darling. But from myself and my guides, I just want to give you the acknowledgement and the thanks of allowing me to work with you. God bless you. Craig, over to you, my friend.
Oh, God bless you. And I totally agree with what Bill was saying there about looking after yourself. You know, it's very important to do that. And that's why we're getting like the legs. But also, funny enough, I'm getting lower back. I'm getting issues and pain with the lower back. So I just know that there's so very busy. I feel as though there's lots of pressure on at the moment. So make sure that you do some meditation every now and then to ease all the aches and pains. Thank you, kiss, kiss. So it's important to look after yourself. Yeah, look after yourself, and then you're able to do more for other people. But make sure that you don't burn the candle at both ends. It's very important.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we will leave her love with you and say, God bless you. And thank you so much, Claire, for allowing both myself and Craig to read for you. Now, Craig, I'm going to spring something now, because before we came on screen, Terry and Alison were messaging me, and I was telling them the difficulties that you were experiencing with regards to getting access on the link, and about us all being on screen. And Terry said, well, thank goodness I'm not on screen with you all tonight. Well, actually, Therese Wall, would you like to bring yourself on screen, please? Because I have got the essence of an energy of a gentleman that's been with me all evening, and I know he's for you. So if you're happy to come on screen.
Hey!
Bill!
Everybody, this is Terry. If you've not seen her in the flesh before, she's one of the lovely angels that works back scenes here on SPTV. And I'm sure you've all seen Alison on her Monday chat show. But Terry, I've got the essence of this gentleman who just does not want to leave me alone at this moment in time. It was really evident when he first came in this evening that I feel I want to work on a grandfather link vibration with him, okay? I feel that I just want to stand. I want to stand very, very upright with him. It's almost as though I feel that I want to be almost military-like within my stance with him, whether or not he's making me understand that there would be links to the military.
That's correct.
There would be links to his service. Okay, and I do want to stand quite tall with him as well, because he sits particularly well just around my height. I'm around about the 6 foot mark. I know he's not too far off of where I stand at this moment in time. I also know that I feel that he would fit particularly well within my frame, but I do want to acknowledge his belly as well, because I do feel that it was a little bit pot-bellied towards the end of his life here on the earth plane before he crossed over there, my darling. You would understand.
Yep, that's correct.
Good. Okay. You would also understand as well that he makes me feel really handsome. Okay. He takes me back. He takes me way back, in fact, because he shows me black and white images in front of my line of sight here. Okay. And he shows me, I want to say it's like a dark head of hair, which would be that traditional short back and sides. I feel as though I need to acknowledge the essence of Brill cream, because I can smell that. So I know that this would have been used with this gentleman to style his hair, you would understand there, please, my darling. And I know I want to be clean shaven with him as well, because he wants to take my beard off of my face at this moment in time as well. But I'm really excited to be here talking to you. You must understand, okay? Because he just comes in with an abundance of excitement. Now, I know that when he would have been here on the earth plane within the physical, I know that to some people, we would have been a little bit alarmed by his presence because of that stance and because of that demeanour, you would understand. But I'm a real softie at heart with this gentleman, okay? And I just want to be bringing the essence of that around you at this particular moment in time. I feel that I want to be sitting in this month as a month of significance around you as well, please, darling, for birthdays, anniversaries, or celebrations, because it just plays out in my mind a scenario of wanting to present you with a cake here at this moment in time, okay?
Birthday this month, Phil.
Okay,
Birthday.
would you understand why I want to put pink icing on the cake as well, please?
Yes, I can, yes.
Okay, because I'm getting piped pink icing being placed upon this cake here as well. But it's really strange because what I want to do is I don't want to have a traditional sponge cake. I want it to go chocolate, and I want it to be iced over with pink. Does this make sense?
It does, yes.
Oh, good. I love it when they give us this information. I just want to say to you that he just steps forward with an abundance of love here for you, okay? I know that he would have been a man of very few words when he was here on the earth, okay? What you saw was what you got with him, okay? It wasn't until you really took time to sit with him and understand how his mind ticked that you really got the real essence and the feel of Grandad, you would understand.
That's correct,
okay? Bless him, he's so lovely. I do know that there's a significance of wanting to stand by an open fire with him as well, okay? Because I can smell it, and I can hear the crackling of it just burning away behind me here in the distance. And it's really funny that we were all having a discussion earlier on. Craig, you pointed out about how wonderful you thought it was to have a candle lit. Okay, I want to acknowledge you, Terry, for all of the lighting of candles that you do, not just only for him, but all of those loved ones that sit there in spirit. So that's what he's placed with me. I'm going to leave his love with you, and I'm going to say God bless you and thank you for letting me put you on the spot. And I'm going to hand over to Craig just to give you a little bit more.
Thank you. As I feel I'm linking here, and it is your grandfather we're talking about here, very articulate man. So very good with his speech. Yeah. So I feel as though he was very good with his pronunciations, very good with his grammar and all the rest of it. I'm being told very intelligent mind. He had very intelligent mindset. He'd be very good at doing puzzles and crosswords and all that sort of thing.
That's right.
Understand this. I'm also sitting in a bit of a rocker on a Sunday with the old newspaper.
Yeah, I can place that as a memory.
Yeah. So he's rocking away, having the big newspaper out, and didn't mind reading the cartoon strips in the newspaper, I'm being told.
Yes, he used to show us to us when we were children,
Because I'm getting the one with the dog, you know, the big dog with the big ears, big Great Dane.
I can't remember it, but I just remember I've got a memory of him showing us the little cartoon strips.
So the cartoon, he just said to mention the cartoon strips, and he's taking me to a date here, and I feel as though it's August the 22nd. He's taken me to the 22nd of August.
I'm not sure about that date, but I can ask about that.
Yes, so please take that with you. Hopefully 22nd of August or around that, And he's taking me to the month of June to be quite significant as well.
There's a birthday
in the family. Okay, so I'm going to the month of June. I'm also talking about the military stuff that Bill brought up. That's coming in here now. And I do feel as though he had some badges of honor as well, I'm being told here.
Oh, I'm not sure about that one either, Craig, but there is people around that I can ask about that.
Yes, because I do feel as though there's 2 or 3 badges of honor here that I'm being told, and I'm going on my right breast here. I feel as though towards the end of his life, he is taking me up around his chest region, if that makes sense to you. Because I do feel as though heart and lungs came into it. I'm also feeling a bit of fluid building up in the lungs as well. So there's a bit of like pneumonia coming in here, or the sense of it. That's what I'm feeling.
Okay, I'm not sure about the pneumonia, but I know definitely there was a problem with the chest area.
Okay, so he's definitely doing the chest area. So check out about the fluid bits I'm getting there. But do you sometimes get quite an itchy nose under here?
Occasionally, but only when I need to sneeze.
Can I please, and we'll do this as an experiment, over the next few weeks or month or so, your grandfather wants to use this extra itchy bit under your nose here as an energy signature for you. So please, okay. This is an experiment we're doing this evening here. So and it's not just your normal itch or twitch, right? It'll be quite a strong sense of energy here. Yeah, and he wants you to know that when this happens, when it's really, really strong, that's going to be your grandfather that's around you. And then you can say, hello, and then start talking to him in your mind. So let us know over the next few weeks, next 2-3 weeks, see if this happens for you, okay?
Okay,
and
I
also, before I go, I want to talk about giving lilies of the valley to either his wife or to others in the family. I feel as though lilies of valley. Did lilies of valley represent anything for you?
I think we had them at my grandma's funeral, if I remember correctly.
All right, great. So I'm getting lots of lilies of the valley here, but I do feel as though he would give them to his wife every now and then. Oh, and also, is your grandmother in the world of spirit?
Yeah.
His wife, yeah? Because
yes.
I'm getting her coming in here quickly and talking about, do you remember that fragrance? Is it 3711?
No idea.
Oh, Bill, what's that? Do you know that old style fragrance?
Do you know what, Craig?
In the little bottle.
Worn that in years.
There's something about a fragrance there. Similar to 4711. It was called 4711 back in the day. So please check that out.
I'll ask someone because that makes no sense to me. It's just numbers.
Hold on. Do you know what? I want to add to that, Craig. Hold on to 4711. Take them into months of the year, Terry.
April, July, and November I can take.
Wow.
Bingo. Thank you very much. So just as we wrap your message up, my darling, I'm just going to leave you with your gift that Granddaddy is bringing forward here for you. And of all the gifts that they can give, you've got a deck chair. One of the old collapsible deck chairs, which would have had the fabric lining in it that would have been pinstriped, okay? And he shows that to me in the colours of blue and white as he gives that to me. I know I want to pass that on to you, not just symbolically, but I also want to take you back somewhat, and I want to place you sat upon one of these sunbeds, okay?
I'll just let you know, Bill, the deck chair that you're talking about is a place where I went on holiday as a child, and we're going back there in August.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic.
I will leave his love with you. Sorry for putting you on the spot, but you so very much needed to get this message, and you've worked, just like Alison, incredibly hard. I know I've read for you before, Alison. If you're watching backstage, forgive me, but I was so drawn to Terry tonight, and it was Terry's granddad that was just kind of like, give me the nudge, I'm ready. You got to get her on the screen, so I've done it. So God bless you.
Thank you both so much. Bye,
God bless you. Bye-bye.
So, Mr. O'Malley, I'm conscious of time. We've come to the end of the show.
Well, fantastic. Thank you so much for having me. Yeah, it's a new experience for me, so I've tried my best.
You've done absolutely fantastic, and it's been amazing. And I couldn't have asked for anybody else to help open up the show for 2022. So I'm so glad that it was you that joined me here this evening, my friend. So God bless you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energies. And to all of you lovely, beautifuls at home that tune in religiously and support SPTV and Collective Consciousness, God bless each and every one of you. And until we meet again, may the love and light of spirit be with each and every one of you. Good night and God bless everybody. Take care.
God bless. Love you all.